The All Blacks captain says he feels ready to play through to the next World Cup, thanks to his first decent break since his Test career began in 2001. Jim Kayes reports.
Richie McCaw's ready to sign in again. 6 months out see him rekindle his love for the game.
Do you feel good? Is it going to take you through to 2015?
Well, hopefully. Who knows what's going to happen, but I certainly feel...
Come on, I need to big damage, Joel.
3 or 4 weeks from having the first run around, starting to really look forward to that, and that's a good thing. And you never know what's down the track, but it gives me a pretty good chance anyway.
Do you think any of your teammates would begrudge you the break that you've had? I don't think so, to be honest. The guys I've talked to, they always just say, if there's an opportunity there, you got to take it.
It's an opportunity centre Conrad Smith's taking in November.
Nope.
Kevin Mialama and Tony Woodcock have used theirs with late starts.
One more
to
until I
rugby.
get one Legion
Dan
chicken.
Carter and Mahanoni took time out to play overseas.
Legion token.
To play rugby, really. I think there's no doubt that having this break, I've really realised that it was needed. When you start to feel the excitement and know sort of where I was at sort of 6 months ago, I know it was definitely the right thing.
He'll return via club rugby in a few weeks, and says watching the first Test against France was tough.
When the boys lined up to the entrance and stuff like that, the old thought of wouldn't mind being down there certainly went through the head. But I think, and then you watch another one this week, and then next week I think that'll be enough of watching for a while.
He'll watch Kieran Reid lead the All Blacks out in his 50th Test from the stands in Christchurch.
He's on top of his game, and when he does that, he leads well, and certainly his 50th would be great.
You can't wait to get that captain's band back there.
Should be 4.
I hear he's sitting in my seat on the bus, so I won't tell you word to him about that, but
McCaw back as skipper, of that there's no doubt. Jim Kayes, 3 News.
The return of midweek rugby has been trumpeted even after the touring French easily accounted for the Blues.
Yes, high damage.
The sole starter from the first Test, fullback Maxime Bedard, was a standout in the trialist first half. France opened up in the second, outscoring what was a weakened Blues side 4 tries to 2. Despite the result, Sir John Kirwan wants more.
Oh, bring it on. Got to keep doing it. For me...
Wait up.
Green job.
I was so surprised, it's France and it's one of the biggest cycling nations, and for them to even show an interest in me was, it's incredible.
Grace led the New Zealand sprint program for 5 years, during which his riders won numerous World Championship and Olympic medals, including Simon van Veldhoven's bronze in London. He resigned in early May, citing family reasons, but admits there was more to it.
There were other factors that I believe needed to be changed to have that team win Olympic gold medals, and those changes were not going to happen in the current regime.
If those changes could have been implemented at Bike NZ, would you have stayed?
Probably, yes.
Grace wouldn't go into detail regarding those changes, except to say they surrounded the way the program was delivered to the athletes and the development of the sport.
I shed a lot of tears in the last 3 or 4 weeks. This was a very, very hard decision for me, and I was pretty astounded that some of those things just weren't even negotiable.
We're all wanting to ensure that our athletes are striving for excellence, and from Bike NZ's perspective, we are really a very data-driven and sports science-driven program, and that's Justin was maybe not as aligned as what we are to that belief.
The French have shown their faith in Grace by offering him an open-ended contract. They've also been clear on their expectations. 2 world champions in the next 3 years and 2 Olympic gold medals out of the 6 available in Rio. And while he already looks comfortable in the French jacket, Grace admits going up against New Zealand is going to be tough.
I've tried to play that scenario through. I've done all my visualisation, and I can't make that work in my head yet, and I'm sure I'll be just as passionate about my riders going forward as I have been with the riders of the past, but those guys will always have a special place in my heart.
But for the foreseeable future, Grace's heart will be in France, along with his experience and expertise.